What's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. It's Farm Some News, babe. Today we've got a ton of stuff to talk about. There's way too much to announce right here. We're going to be here for like 10 minutes. So you know what? Let's just get right into it. Starting off today, I wanted to let you guys know the Giants have updated the Farming Simulator Academy tutorials and have added quite a few new lessons to help you guys out through some specific things in Farm Sim 22, including settings and new game save, HUD in the menu, how to start and your first machines, introduction to shops and dealers, build mode, seasonal cycles, fields, yield improvement, fertilizing your fields, introduction to crops, and how to sow and harvest grains and grapes. And there's still plenty more on the way. Check out the link in the description beside FS Academy to check it out. Starting off with modern news, we've got SiiD Modding, and we're going to take a look at the John Deere 9020 and his STS Combine. He says that the Combine is about halfway done with the retexturing from FS19. He'll be further optimizing it, correcting the bugs, and adding a normal map to smoothen the edges. As far as the 9020, it's about 90% completed and still needs to work on the sounds. He's also got a photo of an X9 and an 8RX, but I'm not sure if these are his or just the in-game versions. Either way, can't wait to see what he brings us. Next, we hear from Custom Modding, who has been working tirelessly to get some of their mods converted over to FS22 so that players can start using them as soon as possible. Today, we get a look at 8 of their upcoming mods: the John Deere 1870 Air Drill and the C850 Air Car, John Deere 4940 Self-Propelled Sprayer, the Landoll 845 AG Hollow Series, Demco 22 Series Grain Car, John Deere 8R US Series and their John Deere H480 Front Loader, the Agro Vario 1000 Series Gen 1 and Gen 2, the Case IH Tigermate 255 Field Cultivator, and the John Deere 7R US Series. Of all these, all but one of them was actually available on ModHub for FS19 for all platforms, so if you're used to using these, you're gonna love using them in FS22. They're still working on some other mods as well, like their Case IH Early Riser Planters. Those were not included in these posts because they were included in previous posts, and no other new information is available right now. Want even more John Deere? Well, JHHG Modding has you covered because he's been working hard over the past few weeks to get some of his mods converted over to FS22 as well, including the John Deere 8R Series 2009-2011 US, the 8RT Series 2009-2011 US as well. He's aiming for these mods to be released for all platforms on ModHub, which is great news. And there's still more projects for FS22 to be revealed, so stay tuned. They'll be sharing the information on all 11 of his new projects for Farm Sim 22. Moving over to something a little bit smaller, the Bobcat. The ARM team show off their Bobcat mod from FS19 and FS17. This is the Bobcat 863 Turbo, which includes the Bobcat branded shovel as well. In these screenshots, you get to see multiple different wheel and track options, which is always great to see. I like customization. And the tracks are 3D too. That's so cool. There's no word on whether this is for PC or if it's for all platforms. It just depends on if Giants want to let it through or not. Bobcat is not a licensed brand in FS22 as far as I can see, so we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with this one. Either way, it is great to see them making a return to Farming Simulator. Whiskey Sierra Modding has shared a few new screenshots of their New Holland FR920 in action. This was a mod that they announced yesterday as something that they were working on for all platforms. Probably the most notable thing you can see here is the ability to pull a trailer. This is not something that's native for all of the trailers, so hopefully this has the ability to pull just more than a few of them. I'm sure it's going to be great once it's released. Whiskey Sierra always does a killer job. Do you miss the Kramer front loader? Do you want an all-wheel steering front loader that's not articulating? Do you play Farm Sim 22? If you answered yes to 2 or more of these questions, then I think you should know about this bad boy right here. Univers Simu Modding, formerly Simulagri Modding, looks like they are preparing the Kramer for a re-release into the Farming Simulator franchise, as well with new colors. Orange, I love it. Wonder if it's going to be color customizable all around. Bruno! You may have noticed that the brand Stara isn't in Farming Simulator 22 as it was in 17 and 19, and I'm sure this makes Clutch feel really, really bad, like just terrible. Well, don't worry, Clutchy Poo. Holzs FS is here to save the day. They've shown off one of their Star tractors getting work done in Farm Sim 22. We could be seeing some more bright orange South American tractors back in the franchise. I will say, since they're not in the game, I'm not sure if they're still licensed for Farm Sim 22 or not. I don't think so. This is a big question and the deciding factor here for sure. They've also got their Massey Ferguson 5650 pack in Farm Sim 22 and their Lizard T and Bodyworks as well, which is exciting to see. However, we don't know what they're up to with these quite yet, but I will keep you posted. Whitebull Modding says that their JCB WorkMax is already in the second stage of testing for FS22 as of late yesterday, and that's great news. We could see this be releasing as early as Monday, and this would be not only the first UTV, and the first snowplow mod released in Farming Simulator 22. How cool is that? Additionally, they've already started work on some of their other mods to bring over, like the Goring Grenoder Supra 5M shown here. What other mods do you want to see from them? Gotta be honest, I really hope they bring over the International 46 pack. That would be epic, and the perfect starting farm tractor. Love this thing. One of my favorite fertilizer spreaders from FS19 looks to be making a return to the franchise, the Sulky Bureau X50 by Nico Pix. This was a mod for FS19 for PC and Mac only, and it will be returning that way as well, unfortunately. Though, the wording says, for now. So, looks like there's hope of a Lizard brand for console players. That's awesome. There were two different capacities for this in 19. You had a 3,200 liter capacity and a 4,000 liter capacity at two different working widths, 24 and a 50 meter. And it would do fertilizer and lime as well. There's nothing else in 22 that does that right now. And I may have accidentally made it hold like 1,000,000 liters and go 100 miles an hour, but we don't have to talk about that part right now. Either way, I love this fertilizer spreader, and I cannot wait to see it back on our mod folders. And it might not be very long until that time comes either, as they say, soon you will find it downloading on ModHub. Oh man, I can't wait. CMT Software, aka Smety, looks to be working on their first mod for Farming Simulator 22, a simple way back from the brand Finn. These were a mod that was released in Farming Simulator 19, and I use them a lot when running Finn equipment, and I'm sure players in FS22 are going to love them as well. In 19, they were available in 3 different weights. You had a 750 kg, a 2000 kg, and a 2500 kg. Additionally, they were all paintable, so you can make them like Agco Gray, then green, or even pink. I'm happy to see this option returning. Thank you, Smety. But that's not the only thing that he's working on, as he's just literally right now dropped this little teaser of the New Holland 70 series. This was another very popular mod in Farm Sim 19 for all platforms, and it is coming back. It's also the first mod that we get to learn about the transmission in it too. Smety's going to be putting the power shift transmission in it with 16 forward gears and what looks to be 9 reverse gears. It's pretty epic. Agro Mods have announced their first mod being converted for Farm Sim 22, as pretty much everybody today has, the Random Dumper. They're making several mod improvements and will be implementing new FS22 systems, including the sounds to include dynamic feedback from the trailer audibly. It's great news, and they say coming soon to ModHub. If you're looking for something a little bit different to help move bulk goods, EY Modding has you covered with their Lizard Grabber Loader, which was actually recently released for FS19. It's going to be making a quick turnaround for 22. This will be available with different fill types, including root crops or bulk, so you've got 2 different ones there, and it will unload 10 feet high off the ground and will have a different color option for different parts. That's pretty sweet. But that's not all from EY Modding today, as we get to see their Kramer KL200 small tractor in the shop area on Elm Creek, showing his stuff around, riding it. I love it. This was a very popular mod and a relatively recent release to FS19 as well. It only dropped 4 months ago. It's still in version number 1 on 19, so it looks like we're going to be getting version number 2 in 22. Nice. Oxygen David has added some new details to his first map for Farming Simulator 22, Comsden Farm. Additionally, he's got some cows on the map now, and says he even saw some deer on his travels through the land today. This is obviously going to be one of, if not the most looked forward to and anticipated maps for FS22, and I know you guys are ready to get on it and play. Some more map news, Steve's Mods has announced a few different maps that he's going to be bringing over to FS22, including Glazebrook, shown here in the aerial view, and Somerset Farms, which was one of my favorite maps in FS19. I played this map literally for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and it was truly the only small format map that I ever really enjoyed playing on. Whatever he did to that map, I loved it, and I am stoked to see it coming back. You need a tester for Somerset, Steve? I know a guy. And lastly, today we hear from Blacksheep Modding, who have their map, the Old Stream Farm, in FS22, and say it is promising beautiful things. Here's an update on the development status of it. If you guys are curious, they're about halfway done with the mapping, 3D, and textures, getting started on the scripting, and they still, of course, have all the testing to do once that's all completed. I know this is one of the maps that a lot of you want to see, and I'm right there with you. And I'm also right here at the end of this video, hiding in the self-aware segue to the outro. Just like every episode of Farm Sim News, links to all topics discussed today can be found in the description below. I think all the links are there today, I'm not sure. There's no release dates for mods, so myself nor anyone else knows when any mod is going to be released. If I did not talk about something that you're interested in or curious about, it just simply means that there's no new information at the time of recording this video. Please refer to previous episodes on the most current status of those projects. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel for updated information on everything new going on in the world of Farming Simulator. Well guys, that is going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the Saturday Farm Sim News. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it. Get subscribed to the channel if you're new. Join the JHHG fam. Make sure you turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. With that, hope you have a great day, great weekend. We'll see you later. Peace. Oh, Farm Sim news on a Saturday. Does this feel weird to anybody else? I love it!